It's T-Bone and ChickBrew in the morning. Yes. No, that is not what we're doing.
It's T-Bone and ChickBrew. Friday starting at 0630.
And now for a quick disclaimer. The T-Bone
and ChickBrew
in the morning show is for infotainment purposes only.
The opinions expressed here do not represent
Naval Station Rhoda, the Armed Forces Network,
or the Department of Defense.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Good morning. I have a mute co-host. This is ChickBrew. T-Bone is stewing over yonder. I can see you stewing. Good morning, you handsome son of a biscuit with that beautiful mustache that just reminds me of like Randy Savage from 1980s wrestling. Thank you for that. Also not wearing your purple shirt, so I don't feel so bad today.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
It will get me everywhere. Well, I don't have to be that nice to you.
You said in a tease that too.
You're killing me.
In a tease that I was mad at you.
I said that you would become mad at me.
Oh, no. You know, if I'm mad at you, I don't speak to you, which makes
Is that one of the silent
it makes it very difficult to do this in the morning if I'm not going to speak to you.
Yeah, I might be dying.
So I'm not
so
mad.
You can't be mad at me.
Oh, whatever. You weren't dying last week. You're all of a sudden dying. Speaking of dying, we'll talk about the Navy's new PRT stuff.
Oh, God, that was alarming.
So, yeah, I'm not mad at you. If I was mad at you, I wouldn't talk to you. And I don't talk to you. People don't understand this. We are friends, but we do not talk outside of this show.
Very rarely.
I did break the covenant between us.
Sometimes you never show up to anything I invite you to.
Wow, really?
One time. Showed up one time.
I did. I showed up one time.
I have two friends. I invite my two friends to everything.
You may have two friends that you invite to everything, but you also invite a bunch of ancillaries.
That's not me. Those aren't my buffers.
There are a whole bunch of ancillaries there, and they make me awkward. I don't like crowds. You know that. Well, I mean, I can handle crowds. I can do crowds, but like when I do a show afterwards,
do you hide?
I don't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who do the afterwards go out and hang with everybody kind of thing.
You're wearing so much gold today. You're really embracing your New Jersey today.
First of all,
mustache and the gold. I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks. What happened?
The only Jersey I embrace is my wife. I'm not Jersey.
I know that's
the wrong side of the river.
I'm asking because it's very.
So I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Gross. It doesn't mean anything when you say it. Not even upset.
I'm so disappointed because even though we don't talk outside the show, the absolute least you could have done was a message saying sorry. That's just being a good human being.
First of all,
do you know what I have to deal with when you're not here?
Yes.
Do you know the slackers that they give me to fill in for you when you're not here?
If I tell you I'm going to be in Naples and I'm going to be in Poland and you forget.
Once. I did, yeah.
That
happened.
But
you were neither in Naples nor Poland last week.
I was teaching.
No, you were sleeping.
I was teaching.
By your own admittance,
well, I
you were
can't
sleeping.
Tell everyone my business. They don't need to know the two different versions of me. The pajama-wearing one that just strolls around base like a homeless person.
You're wearing pajamas now.
I know, that's this person. And then the person that I am when I go to work.
is not a pajama-wearing person.
Not a pajama. I like to keep the identities separate.
Yes, it's just something I've dealt with consistently for over the years.
The mustache helps.
So somebody said to me recently,
what is going on with the gold and the mustache?
They said you look like a 70s TV detective.
Not wrong. Also not wrong.
I embrace that. I'm okay with that. We got a heck of a show for you this morning. We're going to be angry at each other. And
I
then
might die.
And then we're going to try to also make it entertaining. If you want to contact us, call us in the studio, 727-1025, via your cell phone, 956-821-1025. And, of course, there's always the social media outreach program. You can contact us there. It's T-Bone and ChickBrew in the morning. After a 3-week hiatus, we're back. We'll talk to you soon. I really hate you.
I know you do. I know you do.
Even in the clean version, he says the same thing, right? I really hate you. Yeah.
I mean, nothing makes you feel better than hearing that statement from anyone.
Right.
I know I've done my job. No.
So there's that. It involves prompting. We talk. We say we're going to talk about it, but I just can't come into it cold.
Oh well. Why are you wearing so much gold? Let's get back to that. I will say I am impressed though, because one, at least you didn't mix up your textures of gold, right? You've got the same linkage.
Right.
That's important. And it looks to all be the same brightness of gold. So.
And it's the same carat.
Yeah. There we go.
So
it's clean.
All of us world travelers understand that the best place to buy gold is the Middle East.
Yes.
So it was going at $31 a gram, which is a real good price. I think in the States right now it's going about $91 a gram. So I had a friend of mine who was TAD to Bahrain. And unlike you, I asked him to do me a favor. And I asked
I would never buy you gold in Bahrain. I was too busy buying myself gold.
Yeah, I asked him to go to the souk, and I told him exactly what I wanted. And he went and he did some shopping for me. And I paid for it via PayPal, and he brought it back with him.
Yeah.
So I'm real happy with my Cuban links. Very special with that. The watch, by the way, was a gift, but it's not my. I normally wear my smartwatch, but I don't have my smartwatch on today.
Yeah. Why? How are you going to know how many? Have you even taken steps today?
I have taken
What's happened?
Steps. Well,
Do you know?
I keep my phone with me to back up the smartphone or the smartwatch, but I had a fight with technology as I was trying to lay down last night. Last night, I put my phone on the charger because the battery was low, and my watch kept telling me loudly and repeatedly that the battery on my phone was needed charging. And I acknowledged it. I got it. Yeah. It needs beep, beep, beep. Yeah. I got it. Beep. And I'm trying to go to sleep. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, I got it. The battery it's charging. Just be patient. Beep, beep, beep. Just be patient. Beep, beep, beep. I'm losing my mind. I take the watch off. I bury it underneath a pillow, and it boop, boop, boop,
You're suffocating me, but I'm still alerting you.
So I just pick up the watch and chuck it. So I don't even know if it works anymore. I over the years I have had some serious anger issues with technology.
Oh, I throw in mini phones.
It goes all the way back to what was the Mario version of Tetris? There was Tetris, and then Mario had a version of Tetris.
Oh, yes, the one with the pills.
Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah. Well, that thing
can't do that anymore.
That caused me to break some stuff because it would get frustrating. I wanted it to go there, bang. No, I don't lash out.
Mario.
I don't lash out at people. I lash out at technology. That's what I do. So today, because of the other accoutrements that I have on my persona, I decided to wear my beautiful watch that I picked up on my last vacation. Yeah. The thing about vacation is this is the weekend we normally go.
So now your body's all trying to adjust.
I'm all jacked up. I'm supposed to be relaxing in a hot tub somewhere.
And now you're here with me.
A little less devious on the laugh there, if you don't mind.
Fate has foiled you again, my friend.
But I mean, on the bright side, my daughter's going to be here soon, and that'll definitely make my summer worth.
Oh, I'm so excited! I've never got to meet either of your daughters.
Oh,
She'd have to come do some radio with us.
No,
or sit in the couch at least, the visitor's couch.
She actually she was in here last time. She was a real good laugher.
Oh,
but we got all kinds of things we're going to be talking about today on T-Bone and ChickBrew in the morning. You know the numbers. Give us a call. If you got the Facebooks, try that too. So one of our Japanese listeners. So do you know AFM broadcast on 6 continents? Last week in the promo, I sound very echoey. Is that me? So
say it again.
I sound very echoey. Is that
echoey? Yes, that's weird.
So our Japanese listeners send us a little message this morning saying, "Hey, send me a picture of you two." Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but sure, that's why I spend so much time in hair and makeup.
That's
And
why
then-
I don't.
And then we send the picture, and then he reposted saying nice things about us. Yeah, that's cool and all, but you didn't ask for permission to use that picture, so I'm going to be asking for a remittance. I'm going to be asking for a small fee in order to use that photo there.
Yes,
Mike.
to use our likeness.
Yeah, because we don't. That's actually a great photo of us.
You took it. I'm very impressed with your skills, but
I-
you have skills. No one,
Yes,
no one ever questions that.
Did you see the promo I did this morning?
No, because I was
Secret-
working.
Secret, there's a sound involved in it.
Oh, no.
So if you're just scrolling through your phone and you've got your sound on, it's going to come on.
Did you tag me in that?
I always forget to tag you. I shall fix that, but I did tag you in the Japanese shout out. So thank you to our Japanese listeners. Again, we broadcast on 6 continents. The only continent we do not broadcast on is Antarctica. I did not know that.
Yeah, no one wants to live there. It's too cold.
Yeah, and we still only have like 4 listeners. So
6 continents, 4 listeners.
if we could just get the listeners equal to the number of continents, we'd
Right,
be,
not when someone is vacationing in one. That's how we have rounded out our 6 continents. Well, we're doing great. We are doing great things today
Yes.
and tomorrow and all of the days.
So how much time we got this break?
Like 2 minutes.
Oh well. Let's see. We're going to talk about allergies. Talk
They
about
are
that
the
one.
worst.
It's just my little checklist of things to talk about. So my allergies hit me in a weird way, and again, it wasn't until recently. So families get denied coming to Spain because of allergy issues, and they're intense here.
They are.
There's a lot of F word for fauna. There's a lot of
Flora and fauna.
Flora and fauna. Yeah,
Yes.
F words floating around here that produce a lot of the pollens.
Also resulting in another F word,
So-
followed by lots of sneezing.
Mine comes at me mainly just in my eyes, but it only does like one eye at a time. And today, it's my left eye. My left eye is just, I should start wearing an eye patch. That.
And in my head, I just thought T-Bone left eye Yeti just strolling around.
That and this facial hair thing I've got going on right now. And my luscious locks.
Yeah.
I think an eye patch and a semi-man bun are almost in order there. No? Ponytail? Just dreads.
No,
Should
I
I go
don't-
with dreads? Well, it doesn't. So for
I think that where we're at, I think we've reached our pinnacle. At this point, we need to work backwards.
For the better part of 3 decades, how I was allowed to wear my hair, facial hair or otherwise, was very strict.
Yeah, you were significantly a significantly better sailor than I was.
Yeah.
Still, I am still serving.
You're a push the envelopes kind of sailor, and I was a get back in the envelope kind of sailor.
Right, and
yeah.
I'll just smile at you and use all of the respect, and eventually you'll be irritated and go away. And that has
Yeah.
actually worked very well for me.
Much like our very first meeting out there.
Yes.
I've never forgotten that. Well, I don't forget anything, but that's beside the point.
You elephant, you.
So we're going to play some music. We may come back for a moment or two, but then we're going to do the top of the hour news. Whatever it is, it's T-Bone and ChickBrew in the morning. You know how this works. If you want to contact us in the studio, give us a call. If you're in a foreign land, you can use that DSN phone number there. It's 314-727-1025, 956-821-1025 if you're on a local cell phone. 34956-821-1025 if you're calling from the international cell phone. There you go. That's all your numbers and, of course, social media.
What are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love how you just you carry it. You carry it. So,
I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine. But let's talk about that mustache some more. It's
No.
very distracting.
that's done. So
I don't think that it
do
is.
you know last night at 1700 local time they released the latest advancement results?
Oh, did they?
They sure did.
Huh.
Not for the reserve side, for the active side. So.
I did take a test, though.
Okay, so on the active side, we got some people that made rank around here. And
Anyone I like?
I don't know who you like.
Very short list.
I really want to
You're
give
no
them
longer
a
in,
shout.
so
Ah!
there we go.
I want to give them a shout out, and I want to say great things to them, but I don't know if they've been properly notified.
Do you remember?
Or if they want anyone. It's like, hey, Joey just won the Super Lotto jackpot.
So
I didn't want anybody to know that. Yeah.
When I made second, though, Big AFN found out because that was where our triad technically was, and they forgot to send the emails on the Friday to all the stations, mostly to this station.
Right.
And so I just was like, oh, didn't make it again. Great. Came in here, was working. The next week, everyone already found out. No one told me until Lanny Lantron came in. He's like, oh, hey, by the way.
Just as a small side note.
Yeah, by the way, you made second. I was like, now we know. It was so frustrating. We have AP Radio News coming up.
Well, then we should go because I feel like that pause was a little too long anyway.
Yeah. Communication specialist communicating at the best levels. Rock and roll.
It's just a rock and roll.
Yeah. Pollution.
Hey, good morning, Dave.
Do you want me to just sing it the whole?
Yeah,
Let's just sing the whole thing again.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
No, so that's funny. So I have my Amazon wish list, and you've heard me talk about it over the years. It's the best way. You put it on your Amazon wish list, and then whatever comes around, anniversary, birthday, whatever, Christmas, you just go on the person's Amazon wish list and you buy what they want. But I had a little fun with that because
It's like a registry for adults.
yeah, it is
Super important.
Even a better way of doing that. So one of the things that I've had on my registry for years was this magical box. It's a karaoke machine, but it was a very expensive karaoke machine that would auto-tune your voice in a very melodious way.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, it was probably going to be the best $500 somebody could have spent on me. Well, apparently the product has taken off, and now they want 3 times the value. Am I even on?
Yeah. You're on. You're
okay.
on. Here.
Now,
Do you need more?
I do because, I like to. There we go. Now I won't scream so much. I can't hear myself talk.
It doesn't change anything. Nothing has changed for you.
So now it's $1,500 for the same thing that I could have had over the years that it's been on my Amazon wish list for only $500. But of course, no one wants to spend that kind of money on me. Whatever.
Because God love it, every single person that owns a karaoke, traveling, guys that go around and do it at the parties, they're like, no, I can't listen to Karen sing that song one more time without the auto-tune.
If it's auto-tuned melodiously.
That's
another very interesting side note. Some of the adult-oriented things that were on my wish lists. Okay, all right.
have randomly been purchased. Now I'm scared for you.
Because my wife was showing off my wish list, I put some really inappropriate things on my wish list, like silicone dolls of the adult nature, and those go for about $1,000. So my little song tricks thing went from $500 to $1,500. It actually gained value while it was in my box, waiting to be bought. But the dolls did not increase in value. I thought that was an interesting thing to
because
find.
No one is taking those to Karen's house. Okay, Tony.
I would the carpool lane.
Oh yeah.
I would use them for everything. I'm not going to get into that story.
That's an old Ellen joke.
I don't know it.
Oh, you should know it. It's great.
TrueCar.com is allowed to advertise now. Is that what I heard on the top of the hour news?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Fox Sports has been embedding
clearly
mystery commercials into their sports.
Advertising for a company called TrueCar.com. I don't know what that is. I know that whatever they're offering, you could probably find on the internet. There's something in the States now, because I do get some stateside commercials on the Fire Stick and stuff, where you could just buy your car online and they'll deliver it to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The big blue box store even. We'll do it. I'm not going to say the name, but
I'm not sure if I would be interested in that, because I've made crazy purchases over the years and a lot of sight unseen purchases, but I don't know if I'd want my car to be a sight unseen purchase. There's something about the experience.
I need to know if it's the right new car smell. You know what I mean? Different dealerships have different new car smell, and there's only one will do.
If it shows up smelling like a pine tree from Watertown, New York, where the pine trees are made, then you know.
Where pine trees are made.
No. The little pine tree air fresheners. They're all made in a factory up there. The area smells great, by the way.
Just like pine trees.
Very perfumed.
Hopefully.
It's like, Burger King. I love Burger. But Burger King was the first people to prove that aromatherapy is a real thing.
Oh yeah, that's
Because you drive by a Burger King,
smell.
you're like, oh, I feel better already. Maybe that's just for fat people. So,
as a fat person, I can also agree to that.
So,
or like the smell of just the butter from the movie theater.
there's
me a shot of that.
GoFundMe campaigns that are out there, and some of them are ridiculous and some of them are serious. When we come back, we're going to be talking about one that I started to fund the television show Jeopardy. Actually, little known fact, if you don't fade that song out, it never stops.
It just plays.
Yeah.
For the
It's
rest
the
of
song
eternity.
that goes on forever and ever.
This is the song that doesn't end as it goes on and on, my friend.
I
Some
get
people
knocked
start-
down, and I get up again.
And it never gets
Apparently,
knocked down.
they got paid by the second for that song.
Yes,
So they just let
accurate.
it go on and on and on. So for
Tub
those of
thumping.
For those of you
Just
who
in
don't
case
know,
you-
I am a huge Jeopardy fan. Have been all my life. I've auditioned for the show, tried to get on the show. I'm a pretty smart guy, apparently not smart enough because they won't have me. That's why I always wanted to be famous, because there was I wanted to get on Celebrity Jeopardy, where not only could I get on Jeopardy, but I would be famous, and I could probably beat most of the people who make it on Celebrity Jeopardy.
I have a friend that was on Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. Good for him. Story's not about him. It's about me.
Yep.
So...
He lived your dream, and honestly, you guys would probably be best friends. It's disgusting.
So, a long time ago in a land far away, I missed a Jeopardy audition when they used to travel and do the auditions because I had to transfer. And the ensign that took what would have been my spot on the show did not do well, and I destroyed that show. So I still have a lot of anxiety, a little animosity in reference to the Jeopardy process. So right now, if you don't know, they have a champion on there. He's 24, 25 days in. He's just killing it. He's just having an amazing time. He's a very good player. He's got the nerve of steel when it comes to daily doubles. He bets big. If you're not a Jeopardy fan, this is probably not the time to start watching because the guy is just so dominant. But if you're a Jeopardy fan and you haven't watched it in a while, it's time to pick it back up again because it's real good TV. It's making the news. It's doing all kinds of things. So I have been known to do GoFundMe campaigns in the past of a satirical nature. I can't even say the name of this one because I don't want to say the name of this one because it's a little suggestive.
People will come and ask you now.
It was definitely clean. It was a clean title, but it was Inappropriate Women and Inappropriate Substances campaign for me, is what it was. And I was only doing it as a pointing out the fact that, wow, this was years ago, this thing has really gotten out of control. You can just go on there and ask for anything.
Yes.
So
yes.
I started
like a Kardashian, you could just go ask for money to become a billionaire.
I started one recently to fund Jeopardy because the champion is going to take all of their money and no one wants to leave the show. It's completely satirical, and there's a lot of little jokes that are hidden inside the actual GoFundMe campaign, to include a fake Jeopardy board that I made just for this thing. And
I saw it.
Yeah, it's all for laughs, but at the bottom, Alex Trebek, the host, for 30 years is now suffering from, he's not suffering, he's fighting through pancreatic cancer. So at the very, very bottom, it's like, hey, this is just a joke. I don't want your money. Jeopardy doesn't need your money. But if you really want to donate some money, here's the organization that supports people that are going through and survivors of pancreatic cancer. So that has been my big thing of the week. Now, I thought I had done such a good job putting this together that it would have been trending. I thought the GoFundMe people would have been, oh, this is funny, that'll trend. Or the Twitter people.
No one is watching anything.
The Twitter people will
They're
trend.
They're not watching.
Twitter didn't trend. Facebook didn't trend. It just didn't. It's funny, and the people who take the time to click as the manager, my producer. Mine's the producer.
You're a producer. I have a manager.
As the producer says, nobody ever double clicks. Because it requires an extra click, you know?
Too much. It's too much work. How dare you? How dare you stop the scroll?
So
that's the problem. The click is the problem.
Nobody double clicks. And she's right. Nobody double clicks. So I missed out on that. I was going somewhere, and then I lost my place.
Hey, look, the sun's up finally. Great.
Is the sun
it's
coming
up?
Well, it's a wonderful morning. It's T-Bone and Chick. Not
Bloom, bloom, bloom.
It's Friday morning. It's a holiday weekend. We came in to put in the time. If you're enjoying what we're doing so far, give us a call, 727-1025, or hit us up on social media.
You are the worst.
Clip website that we all love and that we all use. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess they're hungry for revenue, so they're running more and more ads. And I got it. You got to make money. I understand. But you know what? The ads that are 1,000 decibels higher than what I'm listening to infuriate me.
Yes, that is unnecessary.
Yeah, that like smash a computer kind of like, are you kidding? Does it have to be this loud?
I also don't know why they do that, because that is going to make me
Angry.
Disengage.
Yeah,
right?
I will not buy
if
your
it is
product.
The same,
I will switch channels.
If it is the same tone.
Yeah, you're gonna slip some stuff in. You're gonna get me with like, oh.
Oh, I didn't even realize now we moved into a commercial. You know, but if
it's an interesting commercial.
Yeah.
I might buy this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't go into it angry, but you come at me.
Yeah. When it's like much louder, I also will skip it because I don't want to hear. I don't want to be yelled at.
Right.
I've set my volume.
And if you
on
don't
my
know,
device.
If you don't know where the buttons are, turning it down it takes time. You're 10 seconds in the commercial by then, and just angry, just furious.
I also I am using your product. I've arrived. I'm here, right? Like, you want to keep me here.
Throw up the little banner ads. That makes you revenue. It's just and they get longer and longer. I mean,
there's like some 4-minute commercials on there.
Now there's this trend of like, if you don't click skip ad, it'll play another one.
It'll say one of two. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I have a friend who is dating a blank tuber.
A blank?
I'm not trying to.
Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. Yeah.
And he is one of the video game streamers.
Oh, yeah.
So our kids are like, oh, this is the coolest person on the face of the planet. I was like,
Daddy's got to go to work now. Somebody get me that controller.
Oh, my goodness.
And there's people who pay. Again, it's like the eating, the mukbang. Mukbang. It's the eating videos.
Oh, the SMR, the weird people who like to just listen to weird sounds.
SMR is the sound.
Yeah.
The mukbang is just people eating food. And I remember watching this in Korea. I was like, who would pay to do this, or who would pay to watch this?
I wouldn't.
But these kids make a ton of money. There's another thing in Korea. It's a game. We call it Othello in America, but they call it a different game in Korea. They call it a different name, but that's like professional. It's a professional game, and they make tons of money playing this game. But we have really digressed from what we wanted to talk about.
I would really like to play badminton professionly. I'm pretty good at it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should get a badminton league going. It's definitely a sport that is my speed.
Well, we were badminton.
Yeah.
Not backgammon.
Cuddle shocks.
Cuddle shocks. Shuttlecocks.
Shuttlecocks.
Yeah.
All the things.
We were supposed to talk about Memorial Day this break.
We should play badminton. We should have a Memorial Day
badminton tournament. You know what the USO is actually doing? They're doing the 24 hours of the POW MIA flag down at the track. I think they're doing that on. I don't have the exact details, but I believe it's on Monday. You can go to Facebook and /USO Rota to get the exact details on it, but I know that they've got it planned out throughout the day, 24 hours. The POW MIA flag is going to be off the ground, on the move, on the track for 24 hours straight. And then they finish it at like 11 o'clock on a Tuesday with a big cook-off sponsored by your local USO. That's free promo, and John doesn't even work there anymore.
Oh, I miss John.
He
retired. He's still my favorite. But the ladies have been doing a great job with the coffee delivery, so I can't even complain.
They do an amazing job.
Because I do love to complain.
Are we going to come back?
Yeah, we will.
All right, so we're going to go. Memorial Day. We're going to play some music, and then we're going to talk about our Memorial Day plans. But we're interested in hearing yours. And if you don't know by now how to contact us, well, we don't want to hear yours. All right, this is our Memorial Day weekend show. We realize we have very few listeners out there. We do have the two. We can confirm today we had at least 2 listeners.
Yay!
Yes. One in Asia and another in Europe. So out of the 6 continents we broadcast on, we covered 2 of them today. But luckily for those of you in Antarctica, we do archive these shows and post them on the tubes. So you are available to listen in then. Even though it's not real time, your comments are real to us. Memorial Day
Some
weekend,
of them are.
I traditionally try to do something specific to those who have gone before us to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I've had some great military cemetery visits. The American military cemeteries overseas, I think it's what it's called. There are several military cemeteries in places where the United States has lost a lot of military service people, and you can go and visit these. The one in Anzio, Italy, is absolutely amazing. That's just south of Rome, just north of Gaeta. Of course, Normandy.
I went to Normandy for Memorial Day a few years back. It was quite an experience.
Tunisia has a big American military cemetery. For our Japanese listener, if you're not too busy enjoying your 4-day weekend, may I recommend taking the hop over to Mount Suribachi. So the island of Iwo Jima, of course, you know, deadliest day in Marine Corps history for World War II. I have myself black sand from the island of Iwo Jima that I gave to my dad. It's one of those things you could do. Unfortunately, because we did not plan our vacations, we planned our vacations differently this year. We're not going to be on travel during Memorial Day weekend. So I'm going to specifically remember my friends that I've lost over the years who have given their lives in the service of others. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna learn to surf.
Okay. Stupid.
I am not.
I'm really trying to center.
Yeah, you are.
Memorial Day, and you're gonna go.
That's great. I'm not. I mean, I remember my friends all the time.
Plus,
and if they were here, you know what they'd be doing? They'd be going to learn to surf.
Yeah.
You know?
Interesting side note. I told you Nina's coming back this summer. Last time she was here, we took her to the surf school in Costa Bayana.
No, you can't just like make me feel super bad.
Yeah, I have to, and then move right on.
Move right on.
I'm not mad at you, just disappointed.
And I also don't feel bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of surf schools down in Chiclana. They're all along the beach there. They've got the trike tour, which is a blast. Really enjoy that. There's a lot of things in the area. You just got to get outside your envelope. You know, you got to get away from going from your house to the base, from your base to the house.
Base bunnies.
Yeah, or I make the journey out to macro every once in a while. No, you got to get out there and live life. You got to explore.
There's so much to do, especially now. Like all the little huts are popping up. And I don't mean the Chiringuitos. I mean like the huts that are like, oh, paddleboarding right here, right now. And it's so cheap.
Yes.
So cheap.
Yes, of course, get out and explore. But if you can, take a few moments out of your time this Memorial Day weekend. Try to remember those who have gone before us to defend freedom and democracy around the world, considering that we are a military organization and at any time it could be us. All right? So
there's the really cool Spanish EOD museum that's on the way to Chiclana, which might be something interesting to explore, especially since our ties with Spain are so strong.
I did not know about that. I'm sure our EOD friends would be glad to tell us more about this. So,
Super cool.
Do your grilling, but at the same time, remember when you're using the grill, never check to see if you got a leaky hose with a lighter. That's a bad idea.
Sounds good.
Use your summer safety techniques that you've learned in some stand downs there. Remember when you're drinking, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. Drink with friends. Drinking is a team sport. Look after one another. Have a sober individual. Have a sober driver. Use the designated driver program. Use the Arrive Alive program. Join the Rotor Rideshare group on Facebook that may be able to help you out in a pinch. Especially leadership. I really ask leadership if you're the kind of guy, or excuse me, let's be a little gender less specific. If you're the kind of leader who's been telling your sailors or service members over the years, if you ever need help, you give me a call.
You have to actually answer the phone.
You ever need help, you give me a call.
You have to actually answer the phone.
Well, but this is a great tool for you to be able to assist maybe not your sailor in need, maybe another sailor in need, because maybe your sailors don't want to reach out to you because you're their chief or whatever, and maybe another sailor wouldn't be quite as offended as reaching out to you because they actually need your help and they don't know you. So the Rotor Rideshare program, look for it. It's a group. It's on the Facebooks. It's got a super long motorcycle on it as a joke. It's easy to find, but the more people that are on the Road to Rideshare group, the easier that thing will work.
I've given a ride.
You have. You're one of like a few people.
Yeah,
And
it works.
those people who are coming back from the airport in Jerez, if you're flying into Jerez and you're thinking about taking a cab, hey, I highly recommend hitting up the Road to Rideshare because somebody somewhere
Someone is going to Jerez.
is
period.
going to Jerez. First of all, it's an
Or-
easy trip.
Or coming back from Jerez.
or you're picking up or dropping somebody off and you're easy. Don't spend the money on a cab if you don't have to, if we're there to help you. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we go into the 3-day weekend, and I'm going to say it like I always say it. Strive to be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person yesterday, be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
Aww.